Refresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mm.
You can always keep your camera off while you're loading.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Live trading, haven't done this in a while, especially for anyone not on Discord, but let's go. I have my Weeble loaded up. This is where I look at plenty of my charts here, and then I have my Thinkorswim as well. This is where I'm going to execute my trades today. So let's get right into it. Let's have a good day. You guys can just sit here, watch me trade. I'm going to talk about everything. Yeah, let's get right into it. Seeing some Discord talk on AEMD. Wow. This looks really, really solid here. AEMD. I'm going to be keeping this on heavy watch here. I actually do like this a lot, especially if it's able to hold that 67 level. But for right now, I'm also looking for some market open dips. Let's see. All right, guys. Sorry, just give me a couple minutes. Trying to just get used to pretty much explaining everything while I'm actually seeing it. But yeah, so currently I have 9 tickers on my screen. I have most of the top gainers that I'm watching. I do like the way AEMD is holding up as well. It looks very, very solid. Here, I'm gonna make my oh. Also, if you guys have any questions, if anyone has any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll do my best to answer. AEMD getting a pop here, 69 cents. This looks very solid. To be honest, I like this setup a lot. Oh wow, 71. I might want to catch this breakout here. AMD is setting up very, very well. I like the way it accumulated into market open and it's holding up very well. This is such a thin play. Lots of room into market open as well. Also, guys, I have my tape and my level 2 on another screen. I wish I could show you that as well, but wow, AMD. Whoa. 71 cents. Let's see if we can hold over this level here. OCEA, let's see if it's able to reclaim this 51 cent level. I'm going to be watching that as well. It's a solid watch. Sorry. I got some small AEMD over here. I'm going to wait 2 to 3 minutes for pretty much my entire rest of the position, but I just wanted to test the waters here. Bids are starting to accumulate above 70, but it's still a pretty high risk play for now. Let's see how 70 reacts. Great bounce for now. Oh wow, OCEA trying to get that reclaim. OCEA, that on watch as well. Thing is with AEMD, guys, this is one of those plays that needs to gain momentum, that needs to catch the momentum, that needs to catch volume, right? This doesn't already have momentum. This doesn't already have volume, which makes this a riskier play than any other trade I would take automatically because volume needs to be caught. There's no volume trading right now. For example, if I trade OCEA or SPGC, there's a lot of volume on these tickers now. AMD has no volume. So it's trading with way less liquidity, which means it is a much higher risk because you need volume, you need momentum to see a big move, a move that will, suffice. But sometimes if you're early and if you know what you're trading and, if you're watching the right tickers, you're able to catch things before the volume transfers over. And that's our goal. That's my goal. And that's what I try to do every single day. OCEA, this reclaim is very, very important here. Talked about SGN as well. Halted up here. Hopefully some of that volume will now transfer over. Yeah, AMD failing here. That's why we didn't take an entry on most of the rest of the position. Just high risk trade, especially trading at those levels with not much momentum yet. At those levels, we wanted to see it trading with just higher momentum and higher volume. PACK starting to go here. There's not much room to pre-market high, so I'm not going to be trading that. But Yeah, we'll keep our eyes open. AMD, if this reclaims over here at 70, I think this is going to be very solid. OCA, wow, rejected that 51 reclaim. Let's see if it retests it again. Also, guys, let me know if the quality is good. The microphone, the screen sharing. Let me know how everything looks on your guys' end. And obviously, I'm gonna improve the stream slowly by slowly. They'll be better and better. We're just getting started. I want to build a whole community around my trades, my strategy, the way I do everything. So yeah, let's get right into it. I don't see many people actually showing their literal screen trading, and I want to be one of those people that actually pioneers that. It would be a wonderful look if, honestly, my top watch right now would be OCEA. This is what I want to see reclaim that 51 level. This is where I want to see the volume head to next. That's all I'm watching. That's my top watch. LGCL, I think it's too low for me. Even though I'll continue watching that reclaim, I just don't really have much hope in that. Everything else is falling through right now and either has volume or it's just currently coming down. OCEA is actually holding up pretty solid, especially if we're able to get over 51 again. I won't touch it if we don't. And new lows, it's not a good sign at all unless we see a big lower wick here. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep everything on watch, and I'll let you guys know in just a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get some napkins. Wow, NVNI. I don't know if you guys saw me pull that up on my screen right before I left, but holy shit. See, guys, one thing I want to let you know, one thing that should be very obvious to you is when a stock is trading in a very tight range like this, and let me see if I can pull up. So these are my Bollinger Bands. If a stock starts to trade and the Bollinger Bands get tighter and tighter and it starts trading completely sideways like this, just know there is a very high chance that it makes a sudden movement to either the upside or the downside. In this case, it was the downside, but trading something that honestly I think NVNI right now has a very good chance of just reclaiming 670 and just absolutely ripping through high day. Because a lot of times when a stock is trading completely sideways like this, it can fake out to the downside and then rip to the upside, or fake out to the upside and rip to the downside. So let's see how it reacts to 665, and this might be something that is worth trading in my opinion. And I'm gonna sell AMD. It's just such a small position that honestly I don't know if it's even worth selling here, but we'll continue to watch other things for the meanwhile. NVNI, I think this has honestly the best potential out of everything I'm seeing. And the market is pretty dead if you guys couldn't already tell. Wow, the volume, the momentum is just very, very much lacking. Look at these moves on, SPGC, which is one of the only tickers that has actually had a good market open. NVNI as well, just too much chop. The momentum isn't strong. It's not holding up well. I'm gonna exit this position here. Got out of that small AMD position I had. Wow. NVNI fall through as well. Yeah, NVNI, I just feel like this is one of those stickers that just really is not done yet. This thing has been running since the low twos. It's been a multi-day runner for almost 5 days now. Wow. Just complete follow through there. Sorry, no follow through. Yeah, there's also barely any volume, guys. Look how fast the NVNI was able to lose momentum and lose volume. So just be very careful. It's very, very obvious that there's no momentum. There's barely any volume here. So, play it smart. Right now, I'm hands off. I'm waiting for the perfect setup. I'm not sitting here thinking, hey, let me try trading this. Let me try trading this. And if I were to trade anything right now, it's going to be in very small increments. But just got to be very, very careful here because honestly, there's not much volume, not much momentum. Like I said 100 times by now, nothing is worth trading. Nothing. Not even the nicest looking setup. It could be easily very foiled by no volume and a lack of momentum and a lack of follow through, chop, etc. Damn, this kind of sucks. First day on live and um, lots of chop, no momentum. It's not the best start, but hey, when things pick up, we're gonna be here. And who knows, things might start picking up today. I'm gonna stay active and try my best to find a solid trade, and I think we can do that. Also, Feds are speaking today, so that could easily be the main reason why we're dealing with a bunch of chop. Market could just literally be waiting for the Fed's decision. SVGC. SBGC going for that high day here. I'm not trading this one. There's too much volume, too much momentum for me. I like to be in earlier than 3 cents from high day. Hmm. SGN as well. That's an high day. It's just very, very slow, guys. Very slow. NVNI. I think this is trading very, very solid for the most part. I'm trying to. Tape doesn't look too buyer sided here, but it looks very, very beautiful. I'm gonna take a position here. 1,000 shares, 657. 2,000 shares, 658 is my average. I do like the way it's setting up. It's just the tape that worries me, just a little bit, but I do think the bids are gonna start to catch up as we begin to get over 6.6, 6.7, etc. Let's see if we can break 6.7 here. I told you guys I've been watching this since it came down and broke under the 669 level. Since it broke under this level, this has been on our eyes the entire time. It's, you know, it's one of the only tickers set up that actually has space to run. And it's setting up nicely as well. This is also a very thin ticker, and volume will easily flood into this. Easily. As soon as we're over 775 here, volume should start flooding in. Come on. Come on. Give us 692. I'm choosing to trade with less size overall, guys, just because of the market sentiment, how slow, how choppy we've been. It's just much, much smarter to just trade with smaller size than usual because, trust me, chop is a lot more common in this type of market than it is in general. And it's much easier to get caught up on a trade down 25% on a knife today than it would have been any day yesterday. Or, sorry, any day last week. To me, I enjoyed seeing this candle here. This is what we needed to capture liquidity. We needed this to stop people out. If we just keep going up, 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 people don't get stopped out. Liquidity isn't being grabbed. There's not much room to run. The more traders are in a trade, the harder it is for it to run. Always remember that. Unless there's enough buying to, completely outpower the people holding and the people selling, which is pretty hard to have unless a stock just sees an insane run just like this over here. If we're building up slowly with low momentum, we need liquidity to be grabbed and we need there to be dips. I'm gonna give this just maybe 2 more minutes to break out here, otherwise I'm probably gonna get out. You don't want to see a stock like this consolidate for too long. It's either breakout or nothing. That's just how it works. The quicker the breakout, sorry, the faster that a play breaks out, the higher chances there are of it actually holding up and continuing that breakout. You see, the fact that this took so long over here is the reason we're beginning to come down and see this dip. And that's an indication of, hey, this might be really choppy today. Under 640, I'm out. That is going to be my stop. It's too slow. There we go. Come on. We need this breakout right here, right now. Cannot consolidate for any longer. Everything else slowing down. SPGC, SGN, BNZI, they're all slowing down. This is actually holding up, consolidating, accumulating very, very, very well. Let's see if we can get this breakout here. Yeah, this is such a choppy market. Goodness. I stopped out half my shares here. Let's see if it's able to reclaim. Wow, ridiculous. Ridiculous. I can imagine the 5 minute looks. Yeah. This is an incredible looking 5 minute chart, in my opinion. Looks phenomenal. Looks extremely juicy, looks ready to just absolutely explode. over 665. I'm gonna enter with the half that I just sold. See if it can actually hold that level though. This is way too choppy. This type of action just really isn't fun to partake in. At this point, when it's, urgent on that breakout, when it does break out, this should just see an absolute explosion, right? This should not trade like this where it just tests 670 a couple times and, it's slow in the breakout. This shouldn't happen. This just means that there's much higher chances of something like this going on versus a regular breakout. It would have just exploded, right? Same thing it did over here when it broke out above this level right here, this 640 level. Look at that. Boom, just explosion right away, all the way to 7.5. That's exactly what you need to see. But when a stock is just being really, really choppy, trading, consolidating sideways, and just testing the breakout repetitively every single minute, that's something you don't want to see. And that was a good indication that this would not break out right now. So I held myself back from entering in with a big position and, or even a medium-sized position. And it is also why after I sold my 1,000, half my position, I refused to get back in, even though it did trade over that 665 because it had tested 670 almost 3 different times in 3 different candles. This thing is way too choppy. It's setting up beautifully, beautiful chart, beautiful 5-minute, but overall the market sentiment is just horrible right now. There's not even a single ticker that's actually breaking high a day right now, which usually in an average market, in a solid market with days that are just very normal, we see tickers breaking high a day left and right. Ticker volume goes from one ticker to another ticker, so the sentiment's overall just completely dead right now. I think the volume is really low because people are holding off on trading before FOMC, which is probably what I'm going to do as well. I don't think I'm going to trade anything else. Every single trade that you see on your screen, every single ticker you see on your screen has just been completely choppy. NVNI was probably the last trade that I'll make before Fed speaks today. BNZI, solid, very solid move here. This is a one mover that's actually been pretty consistent today. Wow, BNZI. Oh my goodness. That's fucking insane. The chop is unreal, guys. All right. I'm going to hop off just because of how dead the market is, how choppy it is. Nothing is worth trading. I promise you guys. Do not trade today. Every single ticker has been extremely choppy. Look at that move on BNZI there. Even the one ticker that's actually consistently been breaking out throughout the entire day today. Look at this chop. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, and within the first 20 minutes of market open, I'll be able to tell if we'll, be trading the same type of chop as we were today. If then I won't make any trades at all, maybe just a couple small ones. But for now, yeah, it's my first day on YouTube. I'm getting used to it. So I hope you guys can tune in for more sessions. Trust me, as soon as the market heats up, as soon as the market is back, and it's not choppy in every single corner, we are going to be slaying. We're going to be killing it. So yeah, I want you guys to be here watching me kill it. Just learn from my trades, learn from what I do.